Assalamu alaikum. Week 3 of 2025. This week, I'm going to cover a few things that you all requested and I was trying to avoid, but since the number of requests are going higher, I will cover them. You want me to talk about cryptos, you want me to talk about Bitcoins, I will write about them below as before. But today, or this week, I want to share with some other big picture ideas, and here we go. Some of you might recognize that old clip, but I'm going to play it and then I'm going to write about this below.
Mr. Prime Minister, separated as we are by geography and history, we also find a sense of kinship to your government, which in separation of powers between the executive and the legislature and the judiciary bear a resemblance to the balance of powers which we have felt in this country best ensures the liberty of the individual. We are particularly heartened to have you visit us. Prime Minister, you're welcome.
President JFK, way back in the 60s, covered very important issue in 34 seconds, just over half a minute. And I'm going to write about that because it's relevant to this week's topic. And there's something else I just want to mention as I travel back into Africa and into Somalia. I guess we need to get back to that context as well. The issue many of you want me to talk about and to write about, it's kind of controversial, but we have to start from somewhere without introducing any controversy or any ambiguity or any misunderstanding. It's really purely academic. And I want to share this with you, and then the details will be in the writing. Here we go.
أيها العسكر الوقالة لأنه هذا العفتا صدر يعني العفتا صدر more than over 100 million صدر all that money all كانت مادة والمطار China ماليزيا الوقالة وصوماليا مثلا أيها العسكر الوقالة لأنه هذا العفتا.
Okay. So that's a fair comment from a gentleman. We all know Somalia, very successful businessman who helped rebuild Somalia in so many different ways. But the comment he's making is about the remittance, something I was studying over the last 4 years in academic way, in detail, the mobile money, the remittance, the cross-border payments, and so on. So starting with that clip of all those money coming to Somalia and going back, which is on the record, I want to write about that in an academic way, and I would like to get your feedback, so it will be all below us before, and you can read about it. And of course, as I go back to Africa and to Somalia, I couldn't resist to write a few things about this, and I just want to share this with you first, and then perhaps we can.
sidii caadada ahayd mid ama laba yays yidhaahdaan usoo booqda iyagoo cabsi ka qaba markay kadinka istaagaan ay ku yidhaahdaan libaaxow iska waran wuxuu ku yidhaahdaa saaka waan labanahaye bal gudaha soo gala markay gudaha galaanna wuu cunaa.
I guess you know where I'm going with this. I enjoyed this young lady. I don't know who she is, but she is very brilliant. And I guess most of you probably saw that clip. It's in X or Twitter. I wrote something about that, but it's everywhere. But that story goes beyond that, and she's very metaphorical. So I'm going to write about that as well. Today I will use just one language, mainly because many people commented that perhaps most of the people who are reading this and watching, they can follow the language I use, and hopefully that'll be fine. So let me continue and just very quickly summarize as we move forward into 2025. Some of the issues we will cover. We'll be covering governance, rule of law, government structures, elections, and of course, as you kept on insisting, asking me about cryptos and mobile money, yes, I will talk about cryptos and mobile money as well. And I guess everyone is probably looking at Bitcoin, and that's the magic word. It's too technical, but I will write about that and I will share that with you. We'll start from the basics and we'll move forward. The only thing that I want to start with is when we talk about financial issues, I'm not giving advice. We have to be very careful about the legal implications about this. This is really academic discussion. In fact, it's very light discussion, most of the time even casual discussion. So no advice. It's purely academic. I'm only talking about it. I'm not saying either buy or sell or do or no. No, none of those. So I will continue on that as well.